Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, from wherever you're listening from. My name is Ejuru, and I happen to be the Global Secretary. You're welcome to the Global Project's official launch, and we appreciate your presence right now being with us. Without much ado, we're going to proceed to the first agenda on the list, which is the introduction of our guests. Some of them are not here now. We expect them to join anytime soon, but we expect the presence of the Chief Executive Advisor of the Go Global Project, the person of Dr. Ibrahim Lawson Fofana, the founder of the Lawson Fofana Charity Foundation. We expect him to be with us anytime soon. And also we expect the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State, represented by Ambassador Chinedu Emmanuel, to also join us any moment from now. But before they come on board, I also want to appreciate the presence of the Global President, the founder, and every executive present here this moment. Thank you for making out time to join us, and we promise this is going to be an interesting occasion. And without
see your great work.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, could you please, for the next few minutes, give us a speech, an introductory speech on behalf of the Deputy President to every executive and guest present tonight.
Okay, thank you very much, Ejiro. I really appreciate it. And to my fellow comrades in the house, while we wait for the rest of us to be available, I want to say I'm deeply honored to be here today for this great launch. And having been here and having said a little bit, I want to further say His Excellency sends his regards and urges us to... Can you hear me?
Yes, please, go ahead, we can hear you.
Okay. His Excellency sends his regards and urges us to actually flow and carry on with our tax, our appropriate giving tax. And we shouldn't lose hope or focus because, everything that started big, or everything that is big today started small. We shouldn't be discouraged because definitely we will face a lot of challenges along the way. We should just be steadfast and be diligent in every task and role given to us. And subsequent meetings like this, even be it Zoom or in person, I assure you that His Excellency will definitely be there in person. He's really sorry that he's unavoidably absent, but he's here with us. So let's not worry, and let's keep the spirit high, and let's keep the flag high and running. So with that being said, I just want us to just be diligent and focused with every task given to us. Let's, utilize everything, every opportunity that we have, every idea we have, let's utilize it. They say one without another will make this world unbearable for us to live in. So we need one another to, make this dream come to a reality, if I put it that way. So please, I just want everybody to be friendly with each other and be open-minded. Let's be open-minded. Very, 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 very important. That's very key. Let's be open-minded, and not lose hope, like I said, because the moment we start thinking of how would this work, what's going to be the next step, how we're going to get there, the dream seems to be too big, nah, come on, there's this saying, like attracts like. For us to be in this platform together, we all have different potentials, that we are waiting to be explored, and they say whatever you think you can achieve, whatever you think, it can always come to pass if you think and work towards it. So this is a good platform. This is a good organization or establishment that Ambassador Daniel and a few others, brought to existence. And one person alone cannot make it happen. So we need each and every one, to actually come together as a formidable force to propel this organization, to its final destination. So thank you very much, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for that insightful
Thank you.
speech. We are grateful. We are really grateful. And our regards also to the Deputy Governor, telling him that we are grateful that we have the support. Thank you, sir.
You're very much.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now to the next item on the list, we are going to have a welcome address and an introduction of the Go Global project by the founder himself, Ambassador Daniel Ayodeji. He's going to be telling us what this program is about. Why are we even here? I'm sure some of us are wondering. So we want to hear from the horse's mouth himself. And sir, if you're ready for us, we are ready for you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. I am super privileged to be here. Let me start by appreciating His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State. Thank you for finding out time. Even though we know that your schedule is very, very busy, we appreciate your presence here. Thank you very much. And we believe that with your fatherly counsel, leadership experience that you have, you're going to guide us and put us through on the right track. Also, I want to appreciate Ambassador Chijoke Emmanuel. Thank you for standing in for the Deputy Governor. We really, really appreciate your presence. You have been a strong pillar. Thank you for all you do. We really, really appreciate you. I also want to use this time to appreciate the Chief Advisor, Chief Advisor of GGP, in person of Dr. Ambassador Ibrahim Lawson Fofana, the CEO of Abel Delivery Service and Cafe, New York. Thank you for all you do. We really appreciate you, sir. You have been a strong pillar. You have been a strong support. And we are so glad to have you as our Chief Executive Advisor for Go Global Project. Thank you. I also want to use this medium to appreciate all our patrons. Queen Mutaka Bonbon Fofana, the president of Ibrahim Fofana Foundation. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for doing what you do, and thank you for being one of our patrons. We really, really appreciate you. A few months ago, it looks like it was not going to be possible, but thank you with your support, with the spirit of love that you have shared with us. We are moving mountain. Indeed, I'm beginning to really, really feel that women are powerful, because where other people seems to be going down, you have been a very strong pillar. I really, really appreciate you. I also want to appreciate our patron, Dr. Ambassador Alimat Adenike Tejuosho, Chairman and CEO of Elims Integrated Service Nigeria Limited. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. You have been so wonderful. You have been so wonderful. I've learned a lot from you. And I tell you, this global organization is taking after you what you're doing already. You are a woman like a man. Indeed, what you're doing is giving us inspiration. We are so much inspired by what you do, and we really, really appreciate you. Thank you very much. I also want to use this medium to appreciate every other comrade here, my co-founders. Thank you very much for staying by us with this vision. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for seeing where we are going and standing to support this vision. I also want to appreciate all executives, board of directors, and most importantly, I want to appreciate every national president that is here today. Indeed, you are all very, very important. Very, very important. I believe that the global president will still come up and introduce us all. So I cannot introduce you all now because of my time. But I want you to know that you guys have been so wonderful. The national president of Nigeria, the national president of Cameroon, the national president of Iraq, the national president of Cote d'Ivoire, the national president of St. Kitts and Nevis, the national president of Jamaica, the national president of India, the national president of Ghana. You guys are very amazing. And the national president of Ethiopia, amazing. Thank you all for all you do. I tell you, a few months ago, when this vision came up, it was like, oh, where are we going to go? How do we start? But thank God for the chief executive advisor in person of Dr. Ibrahim Lawson Fofana, that stirred this up. And he said, no, Daniel, we can do this. We can move mountain. No matter where you think you are now, there are better places we can conquer. And with that counsel, with that advice, we have been pushing. And thank God for GGP today. Today, we are proud to announce that GGP is already in 9 countries, and we're still vetting and expecting more to join us. So please, I really, really want to appreciate you for your presence. I really, really want to appreciate you for the work you're doing already. And I know that with your support, we are going to move mountain. Without wasting much of any time, let's go straight to understanding what this group is all about, what this committee is all about, what is this movement all about. I know a lot of people are here now joining us for the very first time, and they are asking, what is GGP? What is GGP? In less than few months that this initiative came up, so far we have been running with speed. A lot of people have been coming to us. A lot of people have been joining. We have had summit conferences in some countries, and a lot of people seems to be asking, what is GGP? Please, if you're joining us for the very first time, I want you to pay attention, because this is the beginning of a new story for each and every one of us. The aim here is to ensure that we as leaders, coming up leader, anywhere you find yourself, that you are branded in a way that you become global. So what is GGP? GGP simply means Go Global Project. And Go Global Project is basically a non-profit global organization that aims to engage young people as leaders in building global brand, creating strong, healthy communities, and ultimately promoting global fluency. So basically, you know what the world is all about. What the world lacks now is leadership. And basically, Global GGP is here to create strong brand of leaders, even in our present generation. Our vision is to promote global leadership, entrepreneurship for the next generation through incubation, international incubation centers, and women empowerment. Someone asked me, I think yesterday, I was like, is this all about women empowerment? And I told the person, well, if you say it's women empowerment, it's okay. Because growing up, I understood what my mom went through just to support women around her. My mom struggled for the survival of other women. In fact, she died trying to help other women. And growing up, seeing her struggle, seeing her start businesses, seeing her support women, seeing her doing a lot of things, as little as teaching them 1 or 2 skills, inspires me. And I say, no, we are going to come up with an organization that will treat women right, that would eliminate discrimination for women and girls' child. And that is what we're doing. So today we came up with an organization that is going to build incubation centers, training up leaders all around the world. So basically our mission is to invest in young leaders. What are we doing? What do we want to do? What do we intend to do? To invest in young global leaders, empowering and inspiring them. I was telling someone recently, I said, what the world needs, what the poor people around us need now is not money. What the poor people around us need now is not food. What they need is inspiration. And you and I will be the one to give them that inspiration. Because no matter how poor they are, if you give them food today, they will go, the food will just sustain them for few days, for few hours, and they will go back being hungry again. But if we inspire them to become a better version of themselves, if we inspire them to become better at what they do, if we teach them 1 or 2 businesses that they can engage in, they will become better. And by becoming better, they will also have the capacity and ability to even bring up their child in a way that it will better our environment. I told someone, and I always say, if they can learn, they can earn. So irrespective of where you are, irrespective of what you do, if you can learn, you can earn. So what we intend to do here in GGP is to ensure that we teach you one or two skills, irrespective of where you are, irrespective of your denomination, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of what you do. We want to teach you one or two skills that would give you the capacity to become better at what you do. Our objective, basically, GGP platform is to serve as a platform for entrepreneurs, for young professionals and leaders to promote global fluency. So you are here and you are like, oh, what is this platform all about? This is a new platform, but we have gone even far than we can even imagine. So this platform is going to stand as a platform for young professionals, young leaders to promote global fluency. So irrespective of the country you are welcome to GGP. Now, what projects do we have? What are our programs like? First of all, we have about 6 programs and many others that will be added in future for GGP. The first one is Business Startup Incubator. We want to ensure that in every nation that GGP is present, we want to come up with an incubation center where young people, young entrepreneurs, young aspiring business owners will come and they will learn a skill. Learning a skill and practically doing what they love to do. Then secondly, entrepreneurial network. It's going to serve as a platform where every entrepreneurs will come together, network, venture into 1 or 2 businesses to support each other. Then we have the Women Empowerment Summit. Basically, the Women Empowerment Summit is an initiative that offers international platform for fruitful exchange. Basically, the mission of the WEN, which of course is the Women Entrepreneurs Network, is basically to promote women, to enhance women, to develop their potential so that they can become significant importance in their community. Then the next one that we have is the Global Internship Program. Right now, GGP is partnering with organizations globally, India, Turkey, USA, Canada, and so many other countries, Gabon, Cameroon. Why are we partnering? Because we want everyone that is a member of GGP to be able to network, learn new skills, travel for conferences, and travel to enhance their ability, whatsoever they want to learn, so that they can become even more better at what they do. Then we also have another one called the Digital Skill Acquisition. You will agree with me that digital technology has a stronger potential to be able to reinvent the classic model used today. Digital has gone global. Everyone is online today. What about if we can teach digital skills that you and I can learn even to become profitable? Yes, we have been doing this and we intend to bring them here, partnering with an organization called Digital Dominance Academy. Digital Dominance Academy basically is an organization that teaches digital skill. Now, Digital Dominance Academy is going to offer scholarship to all our members here, and they will become better irrespective of the country you are. You can learn a skill and become better at what you do. All right. Then the last one is the Global Leadership Summit. GGP Leadership Program is designed to provide opportunity for young professionals to build global network and develop their professional and interpersonal personal skills. So what are we doing here? We are looking forward to having each and every one of us gather in a room where we are going to have panel discussion, where we are going to have business leaders, where we are going to have political experts, congressmen, senators, and other young professionals with deep knowledge of business, politics, diplomacy, and whatsoever sector they find themselves, whatsoever industry they find themselves. And we have a proposed date where this will happen. So this is all what GGP is all about. I believe that some other executives will come up to talk about the project, 1 or 2 projects that they've engaged in. But for now, this is all we have. And we have a vision to spread into every continent of the world. And we're already doing that. And I believe with your help, with our, if we unite together, we can do even more. Once again, I really want to appreciate you. I know I've taken more time. I want to appreciate you for sticking here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We are really grateful. Sounds like a lot, and I don't know about others, but personally, I'm excited already. I look forward to having all of these experiences, and I'm sure others also have the same feeling. We really appreciate you, sir, for birthing such a vision. You know, it takes a passionate person to actually come up with such an idea and not just have it in head, but take the steps to actually see them, you know, implemented. We appreciate you so much, sir. Thank you. So right now we are going to learn more about the Go Global Project leadership. And this is going to be anchored by the global president. We want to know who are going to be the executors of this vision. Who are those machineries that would, you know, make this vision come to reality. And I'm sure that we already have some executives online. And so they're going to be briefly introduced by the global president, starting with the board members, the executives, and then the national president. So I'll call the global president now, the person of Ambassador Julius Iyere, to come and give us an introduction about the Go Global Project leadership. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, distinguished Global Secretary. Greetings to all comrades here and our invited guests. It's good to be here to share on the leadership of GDP. Just like the founder has said, GDP is a global organization that intends to transform lives and close the leadership gap we have in the society. So we can't say we want to close leadership gap without having leaders to lead such organization. For GDP, we have leaders, young people from all over the world. Global Project is not a regional or an ethnic organization, it's a global. That's why our leadership is spread across different countries and continents. We have 3 levels of leadership in Go Global Project, which have the highest, which is the board members, then followed by the executives and the national president. So it is a great honor for me to stand today to say I want to introduce the board members of this great organization. I will start by introducing for the board members. We have 8 board members for GDP. We have on the board Ambassador Daniel Ayodele, who is also the founder and is also in charge of planning and strategy. Is one of our board members. We have Ambassador Oga Cyril, another board member, who is the co-founder and in charge of education, research, and development. Then also we have Ambassador White Talefan, a co-founder, also in charge of planning and strategy, and also women support. We have Ambassador Aishat Bashir Tukor as a board member. She is also the global head of women empowerment. Also, we have Ambassador Chijioke Nwa David, in charge of business and development. Also, we have Ambassador Kako Johnson Mavala, who is in charge of structuring and planning. Then also we have Ambassador Ejiro Loki, who is the global secretary serving on the board, and my humble self serving as global president and executioner. So these are the board members for this organization. And when you look at these board members, you will see that they are young people, not people above 50, not 60, not 70, not 80, because we believe in the young people transforming our generation. So that's why you see our board is made up of young people. Then also for the global executive, we have Ambassador Daniel Ayodele, who is the founder. Also, let me introduce Ambassador Oga Cyril, co-founder. We have Ambassador White, its CA, also a co-founder. We have Ambassador Ejiro Loki, the Global Secretary. We have Ambassador Aishat Bashir Tukor, Head Women Empowerment. We have Ambassador Emmanuel Akaiso, Global Head Partnership and Public Relations. Also, we have Ambassador Samakin Olaleye, who is the Global Chief Content Officer for this organization. Also, we have Ambassador Chijioke Emmanuel Nwadebi, Global Head Business and Entrepreneurship. Also, we have Ambassador Shari Ann Henry, who is the Global Treasurer. We also have Ambassador Gibb Simon, who is the Global Web Developer. All these names that I've mentioned are spread within different continents. They are not from Africa or Europe alone. We have from among the executive, global executive, we have from at least 4 different continents. So that is why we say it is a global organization, and we will always remain global in whatever we do. Then also we have national presidents representing us at the different countries. Just like the founder said, we have already established our presence in 9 different countries of the world. That is as at today. But presently, we are also discussing with other countries to see how we can get other countries on board. We are in top plan, and God's willing, within the next coming weeks or months, we should be in about 50 countries. So for the national presidents who have been working tirelessly all days to see that Go Global project is established in their various countries, we salute you and we respect you. So for the national presidents, we have Ambassador Nchutu Miguel Fergendo, representing Cameroon, who is the national president for Cameroon. Also, we have Ambassador Delonte J. Lewis, who is serving as the national president for St. Kitts and Nevis. We also have Ambassador Kwakao Alere Kwane, who is the national president for Cote d'Ivoire. We also have Ambassador Akshat Joshi, who is serving as the national president of India. We also have Ambassador John Praise Olamide, who is serving as the national president of Nigeria. We also have Ambassador Nathan Eboyi, who is serving as the national president for Ghana. We also have Ambassador Onela McFarlane, who is serving as the national president of Jamaica. Then we also have Ambassador Mohammed Masih, who is serving as the national president of Iraq. And also, not forget Ambassador Habon Haden, who is serving as the national president of Ethiopia. So these are our national president for now, and I remain Julius Ire, the global president for Go Global Project. Thank you very much, Madam Secretary. The floor is yours. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much for that presentation. That was very detailed. We appreciate your efforts, the global president. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're coming back to you again, but for now, we're going to proceed to the next agenda on our list, which is official grand launching of the Go Global project by the co-founders. That would be hosted by Ambassador Oga Cyril and Ambassador Watse Talefan. And they would be giving us a charge. Every team, every person here, they're going to be charging us on how to commence this project officially. So if they are here, I believe I can see Ambassador Oga Cyril. If he's here, he can start first. So sir, the floor is yours to officially launch this great organization. And we await your response, sir. Good evening.
Yes, sorry, Ambassador Ogasa, before you do the launching, at this point I would want to request if it is possible for us all to put on our cameras. Please, if it is possible for us to put on our videos while we are doing the launching, please. If possible,
please, that would
you
be
can do
great.
that. It's convenient. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, one second to allow everyone to do that. We would need to see your faces if you do not mind, please. Okay.
Good day, everyone. Can you all hear me?
We can, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Thank you very much for how far you have gone so far. And I want to acknowledge some of the dignitaries present in our midst today. The Deputy Governor, Ebonyi State, duly represented, the founder, Ambassador Daniel Ayodele, the co-founder, the global president, Julius Iyere, the global secretary, Lucky Ejiro, and also the man at the humanitarian department, Emmanuel Akaiso, and Kaku Johnson, the strategist, the man in charge of planning, and also the Iron Lady, the woman in charge of women empowerment, Mrs. Aisha Bashir Tuku. And also I want to acknowledge the national presidents duly present on this platform today. I say you're highly welcome. And the man in charge of the design and the one in charge of strategy. So I want to welcome everyone here. I said you're present. You're highly appreciated for coming on the platform today. Every organization, every great organization that has stood the test of time and that has written its name on the sand of history. This so because of the commitment and resolve of the human beings in that organizations, their position notwithstanding. Time will not permit me to start rolling organizations and their achievements, but I want to say remarkable achievements are made by organizations because of the dedicated minds and the conviction that the members of that organization have concerning the organization. Our organization, Go Global Project, the GGP, is strategic and our cause is noble. We are set to target the young people because the youth are the future of every society. In my country where I came from, Nigeria, we have 80% of the population as the youth. So the existence and the sustenance of the human society is absolutely dependent on the youth population. So our organization is strategic. Our organization is noble because we are out to provide solutions to the problems of the world. Everyone in GGP has an equal stake. Every one of us, irrespective of our positions, irrespective of our designated position that we hold, we are of equal stake. I want to put it on record that the reason why we have the hierarchy, it is because of we want administrative convenience and for orderliness. That is the whole essence of the hierarchy we have in GGP. So I want us to have it at the back of our minds that we are of equal stake in this organization. Hence, we should have equal responsiveness and we should be responsible to the cause of the organization. This is a great project and a lot of entities are already scrambling to be part of it. So it is our privilege, it is our privilege already in this organization. We've got that privilege because we're present in this organization already. Organizations all over the world, they are reaching out to us, trying to partner with this great vision, this great initiative. So I want us to count it as a privilege that we're already in this project. GGP is placing a demand on every one of us, every member, to help solicit for sponsors. We are asking every one of us to comb our environs, our countries, our states, the society that we're living in. Comb for sponsors. Look for people of like mind. Look for organizations, reputable organizations that we can partner with, because our vision, our dreams are lofty, and we need organizations that have the same aspiration, the same vision, to help power this vision to that MVP that we all anticipate. Also, I want to say that when we find a problem in our society, a problem that needs to be resolved, don't look at the gigantic nature of that problem. Just bring the problem to the platform. And I'm assuring you that we are going to find a way to ensure that that problem is resolved. I'm hoping that this launch celebration will remind us of many benefits that can flow when people come together for a common purpose. And I want to pay tribute to the commitment and selfless devotions and generosity of spirit shown by every one of us so far. I have seen how we have taken this thing upon ourselves. We have visited friends. We have informed neighbors. We have informed everyone around us about the GGP project. So I want to appreciate you all for all of this that you've done. And I'll be leaving us with this quote, because I believe the global president has said a lot of things about the organization that I wouldn't want to repeat. Before I leave you with this quote, I want to say something that it may not look as we're going to make a profit from this, because it is a non-profit organization. Because this is an aspect that can discourage us. So you look at it, you ask yourself, what am I going to gain from this? What monetary value am I going to gain from this? The truth of the matter is that since this organization is set up to meet the needs of the people, by extension, your needs will be met. There is nothing as noble, there's nothing as iconic as putting yourself in the position in a society where you are called upon to solve problems. You're called upon as a solution. So as you solve the problems around you in your society, people recline around you, and your own challenges, your own needs, your own fulfillment is right in that assignment that you're carrying on. A great book, the old book, says something. He said, those who make things happen for others, God will make things happen for them. So I'm urging all of us that we shouldn't relent. I'm urging all of us that we should fire on. I'm urging all of us that we should not let our spirit be dampened. Everything that this organization needs to succeed, every one resource that we all need to push this organization to the enviable height has been made available. All we need is to just identify problems and let us know what the problems are. And I trust that with all of us being together, working as one, we are going to achieve our goal and we're going to achieve our objective. Once again, thank you, everyone. It is a privilege to speak to you, and I say you're highly welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cyril, for that charge. You have indeed, made the atmosphere intense. I appreciate you for some very key points you just noted. Giving back to society is one of the easiest ways to get back. It's just a natural principle. So you really hit the nail on the head. For those wondering, what do I stand against all of this? You have indeed proven to us that it's not about what we think we can benefit from now. It's about the impact we are going to make in the nearest future. And that's what's going to actually speak for us, even in time to come. And we also appreciate you for opening our eyes to see that we are standing on a gold mine, knowing that we are young people and we seek to make the change. It's a fact that needs to actually resonate with us. Thank you so much, Ambassador. We appreciate that charge. Okay, so I take it that we officially have begun the Go Global project. Am I correct, sir, President?
Yes. GGP.
Go beyond your
imagination.
Thank you very much.
Wow, I feel good already. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Mr. President, for that observation. Okay, right now we'll proceed to hearing from Ambassador Aisha Tukuru on the just concluded Women Empowerment Project that held in Abuja. Trust me, it was an amazing event, and I never knew, we could put up such a in the short time. I don't want to say so much. I'm going to allow her tell us by herself what she saw, what needs were met, the impact that Go Global Project already has begun to make, and then tell us also the plans that her office as the head of Women Empowerment, what programs they have for us now and in the nearest future. So Ambassador Aisha Tukur, if you're here with us, please would like to hear from you right now. Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Standing on all existing protocols, my name is Aisha Bashir Tukur from Nigeria. Mr. Daniel and all co-founders, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you each and every one of us for making the sacrifice to be here to contribute to your quota. Last weekend, we had an outreach here in Abuja, and we happened to visit an IDP camp slash resettlement camp, which houses over 100 families. We've seen over 30 to 50 children roaming the street with no single healthcare facility, not a block. We've seen women living in abject poverty because they are less privileged, they are less informed, and they are less opportunate in life. So our intervention on that camp is to create a skills in which they can make a living out of it and take care of their families. Julius, Victor, Basharia, Shiva, and Mariam happens to be on the team. We were able to train women on how to make soap. We were able to train women on how to make parsley. We were able to train women on how to make liquid soap. And overall, we've trained about 55 women. We've empowered 5 set of women from the products that were produced from scratch to finish. If you can permit me, I would like to share some of these products that was made. And if there is no time, we can just go over. That can be done some other times.
Go ahead, ma, please.
Okay. What we decided to do is to not just teach them and go, but to encourage them on financial intelligence and educate them on how they can start that business in their locality to see what they can get out of life. You only give up in life when you're not alive. As far as you breathe in and out, there are so many opportunities out there. Regardless of your situation, you will find something doing. Now, our focus with the women empowerment is not just to go get the less privilege and teach them skills and go. Our focus is to teach them those skills and monitor their progress. I've given them 1 month to sell off the products that we made at a reasonable price, which we are coming back in 1 month to have a look at what they have made out of it. I made them to understand we are not giving them for free. Reason is to make them accountable. Reason is to make them to be responsible. Reason is to make them to reinvest what they got out of it. Now, the next thing we need to do is to work in the next quarter to reach out to a less privileged camps that either host migrants due to religious crisis, ethnical crisis, economical crisis, and what have you. Some of them are no longer affected by uncertainty in their locations, but going back to reintegrate is a problem. Now, if they decide they don't want to go back, we can't leave them hanging with no future. We need to start doing more skills acquisition and more incubation training center across those localities where we can equip them with items like sewing machine, shoe making machines, bag making machines that they will use within their community. Now, I've made them to understand that if we are coming back to the same community, we start a project, we want to see commitment, we want to see engagement, we want to see accountability for us to be able to commit more and do more. And this can only happen if everyone here is willing to support us and stand by us. And I told them, the aim of GGP is not just to come and snap pictures and go source for funds. No, it's to support and hold them through until they are able to fit in and go back to their destinations if they want to reintegrate. Most of the times, most of the reason why a lot of people don't get to leave those camps is they find it really difficult to reintegrate back to their societies, especially the women and children, because so many of them have lost their husband, lost their homes and livelihood, so they have no hope of going back. Okay, if they don't have hope of going back, we should give them hope for a better life through sustainable solutions. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Ma. That was very, very enlightening, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much for the commitment so far. You have been a major source of inspiration to every other, executive on this in this organization. And I also appreciate your foresight, because knowing that some of these women just don't need that money. You go and do what you want. No, you train them on the skill, and then you get to monitor their progress to ensure that which you have assigned them to do, they do it. And then for those that perform well, they can actually have access to more support. That's a great initiative, Ma. I really appreciate you. I think she deserves a round of applause. What do you all think? Right?
Yes, okay, she does. Awesome job, I think.
All right, thank you so much.
This is well, and I've been watching all your
posts. You're doing well. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you. Okay, we're making progress.
All right, Anel, thank you.
Okay, so this is just one project that has just been executed, but of course, you know that we have so many projects in line that we hope to achieve before the year runs out. So to give us a summary of every project 2022 and beyond, that would be handled by Ambassador Emmanuel Akaiso. He's going to be giving us an overview of what the Go Global Project stands for the remaining part of 2022 and then in the few years to come. So Ambassador Emmanuel Akaiso, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Global Secretary, and congratulations to every one of us on the success of the full launch for Go Global Project. And the first thing that I just want to talk about is GGP is all about empowerment. GGP is all about impact. GGP is all about changing people so that when they compare their lives when they first met us to how they are now, there's going to be so much of change. And that's why we're putting in so much activities to empower and impact people generally across the globe. And one very interesting thing about GGP is the fact that everything we do is going to be replicated in different countries that are connected to us. So for example, kudos to the women empowerment leader. They did something amazing in Abuja with a lot of board members as well. And that same thing could also be replicated in Jamaica, in Cameroon, in Ghana, and in different countries that are in partnership with us. So we'll be talking about some of the projects that we have in 2022, which is not limited to this, because dependent on the situations we find ourselves in as an organization, there'll be other projects that will come up and we'll definitely handle them. So the first one is GGP Educate Girl Child Initiative, which is very paramount to me because the world needs to do more of empowerment to the girl child. And this initiative is not just to talk about, okay, I just want to empower the girl child. No, but it's about helping the girl child understand who they are personally so that they can go out to impact the world and change their environment. So we're going to be empowering them with technology devices, with tech abilities, with a lot of self-awareness, with a lot of personal development classes, so that they can do well from the grassroots down to the federal and global level. Now, after the Girl Child Initiative, we'll also be talking about the Agricultural Product Processing Initiative for all women. And this is both on the rural level and on the urban level as well. So GGP will be going out from one country to another, dependent on the conditions that they have or the circumstance that is going on in that particular environment. We go to empower the women to help them, because basically a lot of women do not understand the power and the relevance that they carry. And this is why GGP is here, to empower women, to empower the girl child, to make them see the value that they can produce and give back to the world. So we impact them as GGP. They also go ahead to impact their environment, and in the same way learn about how to produce value and make money for themselves, and also cater for their needs as individuals, where they get not to depend on just their husbands or their uncles or men generally, but also they get to bring value to the table, value to their society at large. Another very important project for GGP is a collaboration with Digital Dominance Academy, where we'll be talking about digital skills for a lot of young people. Now, the world has gone global, the world has gone digital, and we need to be in vogue. We need to be aware of what is going on with the global digital trends. So Go Global Project will be having collaboration with Digital Dominance to help train people on the necessary digital techniques and skills that they need right now as far as the world is concerned. They'll also be offering scholarships to a lot of people, empowering them with IT skills and the necessary technology details that they need to do well in wherever they find themselves. For example, if we're doing this in Abuja, we're also going to be doing this in Jamaica. We're going to be doing this in other countries that are in partnership with GGP. And one very important project that is coming up is the upcoming conference this year in Abuja, Nigeria, November 2022. And you have to get ready because it promises to be really amazing. It's going to be an amazing time to visit Nigeria and to collaborate as, different people, different national presidents, different board members, different global executives. We come together, collaborate really well, and then plan towards the success of all our programs as far as GGP is concerned. Another very important project and program is the Business Startup Incubator, where GGP gets to help business owners. We get to empower business owners on how to do better, on how to carry their businesses to the right environment, to the right customers, to the right people that would help them make money, and they can, exchange money for value at the end of the day. So this is something important that GGP is working on, as well as the Young Entrepreneurship Network, because we have a lot of young entrepreneurs around the globe, but many of them do not understand the business ethics of operating in the particular terrain where they find themselves. And GGP will be coming up here to help young entrepreneurs, create a network of entrepreneurs to raise people and for them to learn from mentors that can help develop their own business personally. Also, the Women Empowerment Program, GWEN, is an amazing platform that GGP will be working on this year and many years to come as well, where we can empower the women and also grow them to the highest capacity. For example, we have a lot of women in very serious platforms right now in the world because they've seen their value, and we'll be doing more of that, making women understand the relevance and the power they carry in the 21st century. Now, another very important project for GGP is the Global Internship Program, and this one is very important for every young graduate that a lot of times graduates complain, the job market is not for me, I cannot get a job because I don't have the right skills and the right mindset to work. But with GGP will be able to give them the basic business skills that they need, the basic leadership skills that they need so that they can become marketable and they can get jobs and even create jobs as well in the 21st century, because we need to go from, working for people to also creating our own jobs so we can employ other people as well. I've also spoken about the Digital Dominance Academy, which is a very, interesting one as well, where we can train people on the relevant skills in the 21st century that will help develop them. And lastly, the Global Leadership Summit. It's going to be a time where professionals around the world, global people come together to share minds with business leaders, political experts, congressmen, senators, and other young professionals to deepen our knowledge about leadership and business. And one thing that I must, really put out here is that it's not just going to be in one organization or just one country. It's going to reflect everywhere. So we're making impact around the world. And, I must say this at this point, that if you have anyone or any organization that can help us, that we can partner with. For example, we're partnering with different organizations. I know we're doing something in Jamaica very soon, where we'll be giving out laptops, we'll be giving out tablets to kids for them to go back to school and learn online. I know we're also working on various scholarship platforms for, like, India, for example. Students that are registered to our platform can get scholarships in India. So this is part of the things that we're going to be doing in 2022 and beyond, to raise young people, equip them with everything they need, so that by the time they check their lives, before they met GGP and after they met GGP, there's going to be global change and global impact. So congratulations to every one of us for launching again today. We look forward to working with everybody, irrespective of your tribe, your culture, your mindset. We will change your mindset to a global mindset. Don't worry, we'll do the work. And thank you so much. And I really, really appreciate every one of you.
Thank you so much. Wow, Miss Ambassador Emmanuel, you are so full of life and energy. I'm so thrilled. In fact, I'm more excited than you are. So thank you so much for that awesome presentation. Indeed, we have a lot to do. A lot, I must say. And then I look forward to being a part of many of these projects. I look forward to that. And I'm sure every other executive and national president here tonight also, hopes to do same. Ambassador Onella McFarlane, were you going to say something? Because I saw you trying to say something. Okay, without wasting much time, we'll proceed to the next agenda, which is the call for volunteers and membership applications to various national groups. We need more persons to work with us. As much as we intend to do all of this, there's a limit to how much we can do all by ourselves. But when we have a larger team of people working with us, it makes it easier to achieve. And I'm so happy to see that we have some new persons joining us here this evening. I believe there are some of our friends, colleagues, and families, as the case may be, because some of us publicized this event. So some might be wondering, how do I become a part of this, project? How do I key in? And others might still be indifferent, but don't worry. Right now, this is supposed to be anchored by the Chief Executive Advisor of the organization, the person of Ambassador Lawson. But since he's not here, our founder, Ambassador Daniel Ayodele, I don't know if it's okay with you if the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State, represented by Ambassador Chijoke, can call that, sir?
Of course. Yes, okay. It's here. Yes, let him
All
go.
right, sir. Hello, sir. Mr. Chijoke, are you still with us?
Okay, before Ambassador Chijoke comes up, I think I also need to introduce him. He is not just here standing in for the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State. He is also a business strategist. He has a foundation also and has done a lot in Nigeria. And we are very, very excited to have him as part of the team. As a matter of fact, with us, we believe that the youth among us, we have more business ideas. We grow leadership skill that will propel them into a better future. Already, Ambassador Chijoke is doing a lot. He's doing a lot. He's changing the minds of young people around the world. And these are the kind of people we really want to emulate. We are tired of hearing, Nigerians are these, Cameroonians are these. We want people that are noble among us, people that are doing genuine business, people that can teach us what we need to learn. So I'm glad to have Ambassador Chijoke here with us today. Ambassador Chijoke, if you're up now, please, you can take the floor. Welcome. Is he here?
Thank you very much. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much for this privilege. I'm honored to be part of Great Minds, and thank you for the introduction. I would briefly like to stand on all existing protocols to let you guys know that I'm honored to be amongst Great Minds. Basically, I'm an entrepreneur and the founder of Negbullion Charity Foundation, as we all know. I founded Negbullion Charity Foundation last year, August, to reach out to indigent children in indigent communities littered all around Nigeria. And basically, I'm gradually taking it around the globe. With the Go Global project, I feel in collaboration with the GGP, we can expand our horoscope to, the globe, and not to say much, I just want us to work together, and all ideas are welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. You're welcome. Global Secretary, please continue.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. On that note, if we have any persons that are interested in becoming a part of the Go Global project, whether as a volunteer or as a member of any national body, you are welcome to join and be a part of us. The floor is open. We are here for you. Please come on board and make this vision a reality. So we are gradually winding up. Yeah, I'm sure we've had this wonderful and a successful event. I'm happy to be here tonight. And the last but not least for our agenda today will be the question and answer segment. Whether you be an executive, a first timer here, a guest, if you have any area you want to be clarified on, any gray areas you still feel you need explanations for, please, you have the floor now to ask your questions. And these answers will be anchored by the Global President, Ambassador Julius Iyere, who will be supported by other executives. Please, if you are asked a question maybe regarding your country, as the case may be, please, we expect you to speak up at this time. So, Global President, over to you now to anchor the question and answer segment, sir.
Thank you very much, distinguished Global Secretary, and once again, greetings to all team members and guests here present. We have heard a lot about the Go Global projects. The project has been launched, so we cannot say at this point we do not know what GGP is all about. But even in some areas, maybe you see that you have concerns or there are some things that are still not clear to you. Because I know I don't want to say that you do not know what GDP is all about. But you feel there are still some things that you do not know and want to be clarified on that. So that's why we are giving this opportunity. Questions. Member of the team here and respond. And we want you so that when you leave this call, when you leave this meeting, you go back having solid information about GDP as well as our plans, so that you can go out there and spread the message. So you can go out there and be an ambassador of GDP and help people what GDP really stands for. So at this point, we are giving opportunity to people who might have one or two questions to ask. You can just signify by the raise of your hand using the raise hand option on this platform, so you can ask your questions. Maybe we'll do that for the next couple of minutes before we finally call it a day. So because we know, like they say, when you hear, because this is more or less like a lecture, we have been taught, we have learned, and we have learned. So whatever we have learned, there should be room for asking. So to be sure that, okay, maybe what I have learned, I am clear, there are some things I'm not clear. That's why we are giving this room to us all. So, yes, docents, you are recognized. You have the floor.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Please, This is my first time joining, though I came very late and I don't know actually what they have really said. But I just want to be clear on something. Like the president said here, I love associating myself with noble people, and I think this is one GGP. Okay. Sorry, I want you guys to help me. I know I must have been late, but if you can throw light, let me understand clearly what these organizations stand to do and how it can impact in people's life. Please, I just want the president to at least throw more light so that I can get it clear, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. At this point, I want our founder to just maybe within the next 2 minutes, just comment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really want to appreciate you. Welcome, God sent. I am glad to have you here. One of the major reasons why we founded GGP is because we see the trouble around the world. And we cannot keep on saying we are going to change things, without changing ourselves first. So basically, what we intend to do in GGP is to first of all change ourselves by first of all ensuring that we upgrade ourselves, becoming a brand ambassador for ourselves. All right. Now, like we have earlier said, that GGP is a non-profitable organization that aims to engage young people as leaders in building global brand. One of the major challenges we have in the world today is lack of proper leadership. People don't know what they want to do. They don't even have any leadership skill. And this is what we want to teach. Our vision is basically to promote global leadership. And from our programs, I believe that the Human Development team has explained this properly to us. Basically, we have 6 programs that GGP is going to be focusing on. The first one is Business Startup Incubator, whereby we come up with different, everyone, irrespective of the sector you are in, irrespective of what you do, you come together and we talk about collaboration, we share strategic tools for everyone to grow. That is one of the benefits. And this will be replicated in all over the world. Wherever you find yourself, in any nation you are, we're already doing it. Recently, we are collaborating with 2 countries now, Jamaica and Côte d'Ivoire. In Jamaica, we are going to be distributing tablets. Not just even tablets, we are going to be offering Wi-Fi to people, even on the street, where they can become better version of themselves. We're going to be teaching them by collaborating also with Digital Dominance Academy. Okay, we're going to be organizing Entrepreneurs Network. We're going to be having Women Empowerment Summit. This is already happening all over the world. It's already happening. Very soon, you're going to be seeing our activities everywhere. And we want to ensure that this thing does not just happen in one environment. Even in Turkey, we're going to be having our Digital Dominance Academy, whereby we will be teaching digital skills. We're going to be having the internship. We're going to be having the Global Leadership Summit. And we want to ensure that everyone here, every one of us here, irrespective of who you are, you have a skill that you are teaching to someone and you are earning from it. So from time to time, we're going to be bringing experts, professionals to teach us, irrespective of the sector you are. You're going to be learning, and you're going to be growing, and you're going to be earning. So that's basically what we intend to do in GGP. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ambassador Daniel, for that insight. As I can see, Sake, I think you are raising your hand. Binige Osage.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hear me loud and clear. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, welcome.
I'm Binige Osage Natanya. I want to really appreciate most profoundly my mentor, Ambassador Daniel Yodili. I've known you for some time now, and I know everything you put your hand works effortlessly. That's why I want to sincerely appreciate you and leadership of Go Global Project for bringing this platform for young entrepreneurs voice known in the world. And I know, of course, it's a project that is well spent out. The visions and the missions are well cleared. And we are all individuals doing well in our different platforms. But the global project gives us a fantastic opportunity for us to leverage on a long term to add our vision go global. So basically, I want to commend Ambassador Daniel and the leadership of this platform for exposing us to this. Based on what I've heard thus far, there is a future for us. There is a future for us. There's nothing as interesting having the same young people coming together with the same mindset, particular objective and mission. Congratulations to everyone.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ibilige. We really appreciate you for that words of encouragement to the team. And thank you for believing in the. Thank you very much. At this point, I would want to. Okay, let's give Ambassador Pastor Samuel Barnabas maybe for the next 1 minute.
Okay. Good evening, all.
Good evening. We can hear you.
Good evening, Ambassador Daniel. Everything here has been quite interesting. First of all, I want to appreciate. I'm just going to do my video. I've coming from town, so I've not been at home. I just had to look for where there's light and sit some. So then I want the board members in this house, and I want to say it's a privilege to be here. And I've been listening all through. Simple in bringing this project to grassroots mobilize. So, what systems are projects? So, and separately when he called me, but I also believe it's of a necessity we also talk about it. I know he spoke about an academy, and so how do we bring this to pass since that we are all living in a separate location? Thank you.
Okay, Ambassador Barnabas, I didn't get your question very well. Are you asking about Digital Dominance Academy? Please let your question be very clear so that we can answer it properly. Just in 50 seconds, just make your question very clear.
Okay. Yes. That's what I'm asking about.
You are asking about Digital Dominance Academy, right?
The Digital Dominance Academy.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Basically, Digital Dominance.
Yes, I think we are having network issues from this end. Ambassador Ayodele, you can just proceed with your answers.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Can we mute him now so that I can just answer? Basically, what Digital Dominance Academy is going to do for us is, like we already know, that Digital Dominance Academy is in partnership with Go Global Project. And we already know that digital technology has a strong potential to be able to reinvent the classic models used today. We're in a world, just like Ambassador Akaisu said, we're in a world where we just need, every one of us need to be online, irrespective of the business you do. Because we're in a world where very soon, even the dustbin on the streets will become digital. We have to say, oh, come pick me, I am filled up. So irrespective of the business that you do, and you are not online yet, that means you are lacking behind. So basically, what digital dominance is going to do for us is to teach us digital skills that you can learn and earn from. We've already started doing it. So Digital Dominance Academy, in partnership with Go Global Project, is going to teach you presentation skill. It's going to teach you web development. It's going to teach you affiliate marketing. It's going to teach you any skill, graphic design. We already have experts that we're collaborating with. We already have companies, organizations that we're in partnership with. And you're not just going to learn these things, just like the women just want to give you fish. We want to teach you how to catch fish yourself. So we are going to be collaborating with your country president, which of course, some of them are already fired up to start. Like I was discussing with the national president of Cote d'Ivoire. And it was like, okay, fine, how do we come in? So right about now, we are coming up with incubation center. We are coming up with one in Cote d'Ivoire. We are coming up with one in Abuja, whereby we are going to be erecting our own structure, because these places are local. They are nothing, and nothing is happening there. So we want to have physical incubation centers where people can go with our team, learn physically, and from what they are learning. So we don't just want to teach you now. We want to give you practical skills. This is how to do it. This is what to do. This is not what to do. Because we are tired of hearing most of these things, and some of us call them audio learning. All right. So we are coming up with experts, and some of these things you are going to see them online. We are going to start seeing them. You're going to start learning. Then from each country, you are going to have country president, national president. And one of the other things we want to do is every national president is going to have their own committee. Take, for instance, Nigeria. Nigeria is going to have their own committee that is going to work on most of these projects. All right. So if you are in Nigeria and you really want to be part of this thing, please get connected, register. Our site will be up shortly. Get connected. Let us know who you are. Let us know what skill you can teach. What can you teach? What can you deliver? And it's by knowing what you can do, we can now really help you to become a better version of who you are and what you can do. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ayodele, for that. Okay, at this point, before we go, I want to give the floor to the national president of Cote d'Ivoire. Maybe have one or two things to say for the next 1 or 2 minutes. National president of Cote d'Ivoire. While the national president of Cote d'Ivoire is giving his remarks, then we also prepare the national president of Jamaica. National president of Cote d'Ivoire, are you here? National president, I'm here. Okay. So just give us a program for the next 1-2 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Alere Kwakwe. I'm the national president of GGP. I'm very glad to be part of this network, this opportunities, And as the Go Global Project, Daniel said, we are planning to create an incubator in agriculture for digital dominance. As he said, later on in the future, the world will be, everything in the world will be digital. So we have to start now. You have to start now in order to be far. Okay. So this is what I can say about my plan for Ivory Coast. To start. We already got a place. We already got an office. Now we are waiting for your. The instructions. And then to start now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For those of us that might not understand him, Ivory Coast basically speaks French, and my friend here, in fact, is learning to really speak the English. So we are trying to translate most of our activities, most of our programs in French, so that the Cote d'Ivoire people, the Ivory Coast people, can really understand the message you are passing. And I tell you, Ivory Coast is already boiling, because Digital Dominance Academy, in partnership with GGP, is ready to storm Ivory Coast. And I want to appreciate you, National President of Ivory Coast, Orion. You are doing amazingly well. If we have
Thank you very much.
presidents that are as inspired, that are as energetic as you, I'm sure we can conquer the world. We can do a lot with the world. We're going to reduce crime rates in the world. We're going to have people that are learning and profiting from their skills. And you're already doing it. From your activities, we see what you do. And we really want to appreciate you. Please do not relent. Do not sit on the seat of success too long. Don't say, oh, I have achieved this. Let's go on. Let's fire on. And I believe so much that with that energy that you're coming up with, we are going to achieve so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you, the president of Cote d'Ivoire, National President Ghana. Okay, National President Ghana, for the next 1 minute.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ghana President, we can hear you.
All right, good evening and welcome to, I bring you greetings from Ghana and everyone connecting across the world. I welcome you to GGP and I want you to say that you are in a community whereby your life will never be the same. We are welcoming you to a community whereby you are going to make a lot of impact. Personally, I'm supposed to do a report to my executives because I'm coming from a field work whereby I've not gotten to my destination yet, and it's all in the name of GGP. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a community that you find yourself in. I'm not calling it an organization. I'm calling it a community because you have to feel yourself that you are part and parcel of it. It's a community because it is a place that if you don't take care, when you make a mistake, that mistake will affect you and it will affect your generation. But when you find yourself part and parcel of it and you see yourself as a member of the community, you benefit from whatever that will happen around you. GGP Ghana, in collaboration now with a meeting that was held in an hour ago, that's the Business Development Unit of the Central Region of Ghana, is going to start an incubation center, which we started. We first of all heard a conversation earlier, and in the weeks to come in the month of February, action plans have been made known, and I promise GGP Global that Ghana is going to make not just an impact, but whatever is happening in Ivory Coast, we are going to overtake Ivory Coast because we are in for a competition now.
Thank you, President of Ghana. This is what we want. We want to see, in as much as, like in my opening remark, right from the very, I said we should not see it as competition. We should see it as collaboration. But in this case, competition is allowed because we want to see the best from all our national presidents. But not competition for competing's sake, but competition to bring betterment to humanity and the world. Thank you very much. Do we have the president of St. Kitts and Nevis?
Ambassador Louis, are you online?
Yes, Ambassador Louis Delonte.
Sorry,
okay.
Greetings. You guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, perfect. Greetings to everyone. Greetings to everyone. My name is, Ambassador Delonte Louis, and I'm the National President for St. Kitts and Nevis. So for those of you who may not know, St. Kitts and Nevis is in the Caribbean, and it is part of the Eastern Caribbean states as the OECS member. And so I'm very optimistic about what was being discussed. I don't think that we could add or take away anything that have been discussed thus far, because the vision is very clear and there is an end goal in mind that was relayed between everyone who would have spoken before. And so I'm just here to bid greetings. I don't think that organization is very clear in its mandate towards the building out and having a proper structure in place so that we can interact, build relationship, and impact the world positively. The world is our market, and so I am glad for this organization. Organizations such as this helps us to interconnect with one another in terms of resources, because some countries are some countries really would need certain help in certain areas, while another country may not want such help. And so we're here to bridge the gap when it comes to outsourcing and helping people and getting these resources for other nations. And so I'm very excited, very optimistic to be a part of this movement, and it is only upward from here after. So I just want to thank everybody and say greetings and all love from St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yes, thank you, National President. Also send our regards to the good people of St. Kitts and Nevis. We appreciate your presence in this platform today. We say thank you very much for attending. At this point, we want to give the floor to the President of Cameroon. President of Cameroon, the next 1 minute.
Pleasure that I'm with you guys this evening. So far, I have been working with a very renowned organization that I wanted them to partner with Go Global. It's called Mother of All Nations, and we were planning to, by mid this year, to visit the economic capital of Cameroon and try to sensitize and talk to the victims of the Anglophone crisis here in Cameroon who have resorted into prostitution, try to partner with small entrepreneurial businesses that we could attach them to, not just taking them away from prostitution, providing them shelter and providing a source of livelihood, like attaching them to hair salons, tailoring workshops, beauty parlors, and many other things. So we are still putting the groundwork, and I am hoping that with the support of Go Global project, we could do this. And I am also trying to involve the government of Cameroon into this project, hopefully the Ministry of Women's Affairs. That is just my prayer, and I'm hoping that you guys give your full support. So that said, I am happy, and I want to thank Ambassador Daniel, Ejiro, and Mr. Julius for the great work that you guys have done, bringing all of us together. I'm sorry I did not introduce myself. I am Chitu Mildred. I am an English language and literature of English expression teacher by profession. I am the CEO of Delta Cameroon, a travel consultancy firm, and I am the co-founder of Bethel Katie, a language institute, an entrepreneurial and a language institute here in Cameroon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, National President of Cameroon. So do we have, seeing that time is not really on our side, we just want to give 2 more National Presidents opportunity to speak for a minute before we move out. National President of Jamaica, then after that, Nigeria will be the last. National President of Jamaica for a minute, please.
Good day, everyone. It's a pleasure to be at this meeting. So for Jamaica, we recognize there are several challenges or issues that we'd like to assist with. But one in particular is tablets or access to internet and children being able to have devices to work online. We find that there are a lot of families who have to be using their cell phones, and they have multiple children in the family, and they would have to take turns doing classes, homework, and this would mean for some that they don't get to attend class live while it is being taught. And this is an issue because it could affect, of course, their ability to grasp the information that is being taught, having to research on their own and so on. So what we want to do is ease this problem by providing households with tablets. And how we want to go about that is have each youth write in and say what it is that is their reason for getting the device, why they need it, as opposed to another child. and to also seek partnerships with corporate Jamaica to assist as many as possible, because we want to be able to reach all the children in need as best as we can. And once that's underway, there is a partnership coming up that I've been working on for some time, trying to get Wi-Fi at a central location in one of the communities that you could say the people there are not very affluent. Things are hard for families in that community. So we're trying to get Wi-Fi at a central location, a park, so that they can go do their work on their new devices or whichever means, and go back home, no problem. And this will help, of course, with advancing themselves, being able to attend live classes when they're happening, and also access to always be able to be on time with their homework and projects. So that is the main issue on the agenda. It's the first thing we want to get off the ground, is to give these students tablets so that they can be living in this now digital world, going to their digital classes, and benefiting from the advancements that are happening technologically. So yeah, that's it for Jamaica in terms of what we have in the woodwork.
Thank you very much. Let me quickly say, let me give a little comment on Jamaica.
Sure.
For those of us that might not know what we're talking about here. Now, Jamaica, some of us might be hearing Jamaica, but Jamaica is a country that we really are interested in, even as an organization, because we really want to help these people, most especially in partnership with GGP. Now, some of us might be thinking, oh, this project is so big, this project is so huge, how do we intend to achieve this? We have come together, we have bring people together with like minds, people of like minds. And from what you can hear, you see, we are all selfless. I'm telling you, the best way you and I can live our life is to be in service to other people. And from what you have heard today, it's not too big for us to achieve. It's not too big for us to achieve. And this is exactly what we want to duplicate. We're going to conquer Jamaica. We're going to help people in Jamaica. We're going to do the same in Cameroon. We're going to do the same in Côte d'Ivoire, helping people learn digital skills, giving them tools that they can use and they can use to better themselves. And I tell you, the world is going to become a better place. So you're looking at yourself today. Don't say, oh, what do I have to contribute? What do I know? What can I do? You are here because we believe that with you, we can grow. With you, we can become better. And in unity, we believe that we can achieve this vision, we can meet up with these goals. So please, you are more than enough for us. You is all we need, and we can do it. Thank you very much, National President, Jamaica, Ambassador Nella. I really appreciate you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you do. You have been so supportive. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Over to you, Global President.
Thank you very much. We have about 2 minutes to round up the session. At this point, I want to give a minute to the President of Nigeria. Just a minute. Thank you very much. Nigeria President.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Julius, for making me the recipient of this generous opportunity. My name is John Praise, and then here in Nigeria, we'll be having a couple of things we'll be looking into. And I believe after this global launch, you'll be having a lot of commitment from us here in Nigeria by God's grace. And one of the digital skills we'll be looking into is, we'll be looking at the basic skills in Nigeria. We'll be training people and not only teaching them, but teaching them how to monetize these skills. Like for instance, when we're talking about the fundamentals of designs, typography, color theory, social media post designs, branding and cultural designs, some simple digital skills like this they can start up with. And then by God's grace, we'll have this done. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. Thank you very much, Mr. Julius.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, all the national presidents, for your inputs. With this, I would want to hand over the floor to the Global Secretary. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Global President, for anchoring that session. You did a great job. Thank you to all the national presidents for their post projects and plans. We really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much. Um, we are finally at the end of this launch. And sincerely, I want to say thank you to everyone present here once again for making our time to, be in this event. So to give us a vote of thanks, will be handled by Ambassador Habon Osmar Aden, the national president of Ethiopia. I think she's here, although she normally has network issues. She already told me before now, but if she's here now, Habon would like to have you give us the closing remarks and word of thanks so that we can finally wrap up this occasion. If you're here right now, please go ahead. Habon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Lucky. I won't take much. It's just a few things that I would like to add in the closing remarks. At the launch of Go Global project, which is fostering in building global brands, creating strong, healthy communities, and ultimately promoting global fluency, I would thank for being given this opportunity to speak on behalf of the Go Global project. And I would like also to thank Ambassador Daniel, the founder, co-founder, global president, global secretary, who are all encompassing the board members, executives, and national presidents. Also panelists and resource persons from business organizations, representative of women-owned projects, women empowerment, Madam Aishat. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever time you are in, everywhere where you are. And I will also give big thanks to our global secretary for organizing and making this meeting possible, this launching possible. And global president for his brief introductory, women empowerment, Madam Aisha, for her intervention within the very short time. Global head, social and humanitarian, for his clear explanation of the objectives of GGP. As we all know that our goal will always be to uplift and engage young people as leaders in building global brands, creating strong, healthy communities, and ultimately promoting global fluency to become more globally competitive, regionally integrated, resilient, sustainable, and innovative key drivers to inclusive economic growth. Related to this, as we envision that by maybe 2022 and beyond, we will ensure that we are branded to go global. And this is by empowering leaders and inspiring them to continuously strive for greater social, economic, and political participation in their communities, both locally and internationally. I would just say in closing, I would like to share with you a response that I got from a 49-year woman entrepreneur, a widow with 6 children, who was a really good businesswoman. And it's something that we can use, like we can keep on remembering, for our motivation. When I asked, in fact, that woman the biggest challenge in her entrepreneur, she said the biggest challenge was being a woman. You might ask her, why is it challenging to being a woman? In our community, being a woman is very challenging, like in all aspects of like showing what skills they have or bringing up because of the cultural barrier, sometimes the religion and all this that encompasses. So, but with her, she had all the courage to stand as a woman and do what she thought that she had the skill and best can do it. So with that, I wrap up and I say thank you so much, and I give it to the Global Secretary.
Thank you, Ambassador Aden. Thank you so much for the closing remarks. On that note, I believe all has been said. except our founder has maybe one or two things to say, we would call it a wrap. So, sir, any more words? Any
I
final
think
comments?
we have said enough here. We are all inspired now. And please, I want to call everyone to action now. Let us spring to work. Let us do what we need to do. Bring people in. All national presidents, you have created your groups. Please add as many people. Reach out to the global presidents. Teachings, trainings have started. Empowerment have started. We are going to be going out to communities. You're going to be seeing our activities. We are going to be recruiting more people. Let us do this together. With that, I say welcome to Go Global Project, where we help you see beyond your imagination. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. It's a pleasure to be at this meeting. So for Jamaica, we recognize there are several challenges or issues that we'd like to assist with, but one in particular is tablets or access to internet and children being able to have devices to work online. We find that there are a lot of families who have to be using their cell phones, and they have multiple children in the family, and they would have to take turns doing classes, homework, and this would mean for some that they don't get to attend class live while it is being taught. And this is an issue because it could affect, of course, their ability to grasp the information that is being taught, having to research on their own and so on. So what we want to do is ease this problem by providing households with tablets. And how we want to go about that is have each youth write in and say what it is that is their reason for getting the device, why they need it, as opposed to another child, and to also seek partnerships with corporate Jamaica to assist as many as possible, because we want to be able to reach all the children in need as best as we can. And once that's underway, there is a partnership coming up that I've been working on for some time, trying to get Wi-Fi at a central location in one of the communities that you could say the people there are not very affluent, things are hard for families in that community. So we're trying to get Wi-Fi at a central location, a park, so that they can go do their work on their new devices or whichever means, and go back home, no problem. And this will help, of course, with advancing themselves, being able to attend live classes when they're happening, and also access to always be able to be on time with their homework and projects. So that is the main issue on the agenda. It's the first thing we want to get off the ground, is to give these students tablets so that they can be living in this now digital world, going to their digital classes, and benefiting from the advancements that are happening technologically. So yeah, that's it for Jamaica in terms of what we have in the woodwork.
Thank you very much. Let me quickly say, let me give a little comment on Jamaica. Sure. For those of us that might not know what we're talking about here. Now, Jamaica, some of us might be hearing Jamaica, but Jamaica is a country that we really are interested in, even as an organization, because we really want to help these people, most especially in partnership with GGP. Now, some of us might be thinking, oh, this project is so big, this project is so huge, how do we intend to achieve this? We have come together, we have bring people together with like minds, people of like minds. And from what you can hear, you see, we are all selfless. I'm telling you, the best way you and I can live our life is to be in service to other people. And from what you have heard today, it's not too big for us to achieve. is not too big for us to achieve. And this is exactly what we want to duplicate. We're going to conquer Jamaica. We're going to help people in Jamaica. We're going to do the same in Cameroon. We're going to do the same in Côte d'Ivoire, helping people learn digital skills, giving them tools that they can use and they can use to better themselves. And I tell you, the world is going to become a better place. So you're looking at yourself today. Don't say, oh, what do I have to contribute? What do I know? What can I do? You are here because we believe that with you, we can grow. With you, we can become better. And in unity, we believe that we can achieve this vision. We can meet up with these goals. So please, you are more than enough for us. You is all we need, and we can do it. Thank you very much, National President, Jamaica, Ambassador Nella. I really appreciate you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you do. You have been so supportive. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Over to you, Global President.
Thank you very much. We have about 2 minutes to round up the session. At this point, I want to give a minute to the President of Nigeria. Just a minute. Thank you very much. Nigeria President.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Julius, for making the recipient of this generous opportunity. My name is John Praise, and then here in Nigeria, we'll be having a couple of things we'll be looking into. And I believe after this global launch, you'll be having a lot of commitments from us here in Nigeria by God's grace. And one of the digital skills we'll be looking into is, we'll be looking at the basic skills in Nigeria. We'll be training people and not only teaching them, but teaching them how to monetize these skills. Like, for instance, when we're talking about the fundamentals of designs, typography, color theory, social media post designs, branding and cultural designs, some simple digital skills like this they can start up with. And then by God's grace, we'll have this done. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. Thank you very much, Mr. Julius.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, all the national presidents, for your inputs. With this, I would want to hand over the floor to the Global Secretary. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Global President, for anchoring that session. You did a great job. Thank you to all the national presidents for their post projects and plans. We really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much. We are finally at the end of this launch. And sincerely, I want to say thank you to everyone present here once again for making our time to be in this event. So to give us a vote of thanks will be handled by Ambassador Habon Osmar Aden, the National President of Ethiopia. I think she's here, although she normally has network issues. She already told me before now, but if she's here now, Habon would like to have you give us the closing remarks and vote of thanks so that we can finally wrap up this occasion. If you're here right now, please go ahead, Habon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Lucky. I won't take much. It's just a few things that I would like to add in the closing remarks. At the launch of Go Global project, which is fostering in building global brands, creating strong, healthy communities, and ultimately promoting global fluency, I would thank for being given this opportunity to speak on behalf of the Go Global project. And I would like also to thank Ambassador Daniel, the founder, co-founder, global president, global secretary, who are all encompassing the board members, executives, and national presidents. Also panelists and resource persons from business organizations, representative of women-owned projects, women empowerment, Madam Aishat. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever time you are in, everywhere where you are. And I will also give big thanks to our global secretary for organizing and making this meeting possible, this launching possible. And global president for his brief introductory, women empowerment, Madam Aisha, for her intervention within the very short time. Global head, social and humanitarian, for his clear explanation of the objectives of GGP. As we all know that our goal will always be to will always be to uplift and engage young people as leaders in building global brands, creating strong, healthy communities, and ultimately promoting global fluency to become more globally competitive, regionally integrated, resilient, sustainable, and innovative key drivers to inclusive economic growth. Related to this, as we envision that by maybe 2022 and beyond, we will ensure that we are branded to go global. And this is by empowering leaders and inspiring them to continuously strive for greater social, economic, and political participation in their communities, both locally and internationally. I would just say in closing, I would like to share with you a response that I got from a 49-year woman entrepreneur, a widow with 6 children, who was a really good businesswoman. And it's something that we can use, like we can keep on remembering, for our motivation. When I asked, in fact, that woman the biggest challenge in her entrepreneur, she said the biggest challenge was being a woman. You might ask her, why is it challenging being a woman? In our community, being a woman is very challenging, like in all aspects of like showing what skills they have or bringing up, because of the cultural barrier, sometimes the religion, and all this that encompasses. So, but with her, she had all the courage to stand as a woman and do what she thought that she had the skill and best can do it. So with that, I wrap up and I say thank you so much, and I give it to the Global Secretary.
Thank you, Ambassador Aden. Thank you so much for the closing remarks. On that note, I believe all has been said, except our founder has maybe 1 or 2 things to say. We will call it a wrap. So, sir, any more words? Any final comments?
We have said enough here. We are all inspired now. And please, I want to call everyone to action now. Let us spring to work. Let us do what we need to do. Bring people in. All national presidents, you have created your groups. Please add as many people. Reach out to the global presidents. Teachings, trainings have started. Empowerment have started. We're going to be going out to communities. You're going to be seeing our activities. We're going to be recruiting more people. Let us do this together. With that, I say welcome to Go Global Project, where we help you see beyond your imagination. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And then we've come to the end of our global.
Thank you all.
Thank you all so much for being here. This moment, we are grateful and we look forward to making impact.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh, good night. Good night.